Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the geek news beat and we share our opinions. I'm your host, Chuck, and with me we got Randy. Say what's up, Randy.
Yo, what's up, Geek Beast? Chuck, what are we talking about tonight?
First things first, Five Nights of Freddy movies actually coming out this fall. So they're actually going to release the movie.
Super excited about that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is a video game based on animatronic creatures, right? And they just happen to be in a horror film, which makes total sense because animatronics are creepy.
So I know you don't love horror. What makes you excited about this one?
How's this kid horror? What's his name? Nicolas Cage did a movie called, I think it's called like Wally's World or something like that. And it's about animatronics that come alive. And I'm like, okay, I'm down for this. I am not a horror person. Anybody knows me.
Because you don't like that one. What, Resident Evil? You don't like Resident Evil, right?
I don't like Resident Evil video games. Yes, because they do a lot of jump scares and stupid shit. And I'm like, and the games have gotten better over the years and they have evolved, especially Resident Evil 4 I enjoyed when it came out on the Wii. But I buy every game, but I don't care to be scared in video games. That's not my thing. I can watch horror more than I can play horror.
And so Five Nights of Freddy. So it doesn't kind of fall into that space where, you know, it's scary it's more like silly scary. Okay.
So the film recognizes creepy animatronic characters will be created by the legendary Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Nice. So Jim Henson's making the creatures. That makes me extra excited about it. His son took over. And if it's anything like not Avenue Q, But the murder mystery movie they released, I am quite excited about this.
Okay.
Universal Pictures and Blumhouse announced the film release on October 27th worldwide in theaters, but
Right.
none of us seem to have seen it. October was a long time ago.
Oh, it was announced last October? Oh, no.
It's coming. They announced the film will be released on October 27th.
Okay, well, that makes sense because that's right around Halloween. So yeah, that makes sense. And if it's in the horror, regardless if it's campy or not, it's in the same genre. So
yeah, I'm excited.
about that.
I expect it to be somewhat campy and somewhat serious. Blumhouse is doing it, so it's going to be dark. Blumhouse does dark horror.
What else is something? If I'm unfamiliar with it, what else is something that Blumhouse has done? Do you know?
Oh man, let me pull up some of the Blumhouse's finest. Let me pull up Blumhouse's finest because they've done a lot of horror stuff.
Yeah, so I would just just let the people know
their bag. This is bag. Hold on. Let me pull up some Blumhouse stuff. Megan.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then, right? It's right out animatronic, yeah.
The Megan. And hold on. We're gonna go through their film. We're gonna go through their film catalog because this is
Photography.
yeah. We're going to their filmography. Run, Sweetheart, Run.
I don't even know what that is.
Halloween Ends.
Okay.
Vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
They and Them. Dash Cam.
Yeah,
The Black Phone. Firestarter.
Oh,
Amityville: The Awakening.
so the
Mm-hmm.
Firestarter, the new one that came out the series or the original movie?
New Firestarter, new one.
Okay.
Creep 2, Cam. They did Cam. Cam is really good. I like Cam. I watch Cam. Family Blood. Griffin and Phoenix.
Okay. So
Halloween, the new Halloween. Insidious. Insidious is probably their biggest thing.
yeah. Okay, so they've got a lengthy history.
They got what they do is horror. They're like, that's our bag.
Right.
So many horror films, so many.
Okay.
So they partner with Universal Pictures and say, hey, let us go out here and do this for y'all.
Okay. That makes sense.
Exciting. It's exciting. So we're gonna see animatronics made by the Muppet Creature Shop of the Jim Henson Creature Shop actually go around killing up people. Probably they don't kill people because Five Nights at Freddy is not really people oriented. It's animatronics killing animatronics.
Oh, so they're killing each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of creepy.
All right.
The movie was written by Tammy Seth Cudback and the creator of the game, Scott Cathwan. It will also feature a story and cast characters inspired by the game when a security guard must survive the murders animatronic animals of a restaurant called Freddy's Fazbear Pizza. It's similar to Chuck E. Cheese.
So they're going right for the jugular. Like they're gonna make it. So now little kid watch it, I guess. But the little Chuck E. Cheese animatronic, the gorilla and the cheese and all of them. So they out there killing each other after hours. I like it.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage did a movie with animatronics, Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that a while ago.
Wonderland is somewhat similar. Probably the same vein, done in the same vein. So I'm excited about that.
It's gonna drop right around Halloween time.
Yep. Right. On October 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So the came out in 2014, and we'll see it when it comes out. I'm excited for this. Next up, EA Sports FC reveals the first plans for life after FIFA. So everybody knows EA is like, fuck you, FIFA. We're not going to pay all that damn money for your license.
You would think that they could come together with something.
Man, that license is probably $1 billion.
I know it's expensive. I know but you would think, right, that both parties could come to a mutually agreeable decision that would benefit both of them.
The NFL hadn't. The NFL broke away from Madden.
Did they?
Yeah. NFL Madden is not an exclusive to EA any longer.
Okay.
It doesn't have the exclusive any longer.
Okay.
And FIFA said we don't want to be exclusive. We want to license out to everybody.
Oh, yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So EA Sports FC will, thanks to the group's license with FIFA Pro, the players' representation for nearly all world soccer athletes, continue to feature more than 19,000 real-life stars, the publisher said on Thursday. So they're like, hey, we don't have the league, but we have all the players.
Do they actually have the players, or do they just have like mimicking the players?
They have the players. You can use their name and likeness.
How can you do that without the NFL consent?
You don't have to use the real jerseys. You don't have to really use jerseys or anything. You just use their name and likeness and the colors of the jersey.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. So they can't use their actual names, though, can they?
Yeah, you can use their names. The players own their own names.
That's if the player
on the back of the jersey. You can probably have their name on the back of the jersey with their.
That's if the player consented to it, right?
Yes, and they have that. They had the.
Okay, yeah, because the players can. Because years ago, I remember years ago, like Michael Jordan didn't want the NBA licensing his likeness in some of those games.
Yes, but the players have agreed for EA to use their. They agreed with FIFA Pro.
Okay,
so they agreed to this. So another 700 teams and 30 leagues will start in the game too. So they went to another. They're like, we're not only doing the FIFA leagues now, we're going all around the world and get all the leagues.
Right. Okay. Because the funk says they have the players and the leagues. They just no longer have the World Cup. That's the only. That's the only thing teaming with FIFA got them. Okay. Oh, okay. So they don't have to do the world. Okay.
Yeah, they got the Women's League, the United States NWSL. They hope they may have the American League that nobody's going to play. You know, it's gonna be interesting. So they have like, hey, we get all the leagues. We're not worried about it. We're not worried about you, FIFA. You're just one tournament. You're just one tournament.
Yeah. And FIFA's so corrupt.
It is. It is. They probably ask for like $5 billion a year. Like, how much you make on this game a year? $7 billion. We want 5 of it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be even behoove EA to do it then. Yeah, that's probably why
that's like what they did. Knowing that we want half. You would give us half.
You know,
just for our name. We know we're not adding anything to your game. You're doing all the work, but we want half.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Yeah. Twitter adds state affiliated media. NPR's Twitter account received a state affiliated media label on Wednesday for reportedly being an entity with editorial independence, although the outlet receives some funding from the government. The state affiliate media label has historically been applied to foreign media outlets providing official government views.
I don't know. What does that mean?
By adding the state affiliate media label, Twitter will cease to amplify those accounts or push their tweets through the site's algorithm.
Oh.
So it's like, I'm going to silence NPR.
Oh.
Probably one of the most reliable news sources in America. We're going to silence it.
Why?
Because it's Elon. And he doesn't promote accurate free speech.
No, he doesn't.
He promotes opinionated free speech.
Quote unquote free speech, right?
Free speech, yeah, quote unquote free speech.
Free from facts.
Free from facts.
Yeah, that's what
it's funny. It's funny because I saw this on Twitter and people were basically pointing out like, well, okay, NPR only gets like 5% from the government or something like that, where Tesla and SpaceX
get way
how
more.
Much from
80% of their contracts.
It's like hundreds of millions of dollars from the government.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the definition of state.
It is. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Most of their funding comes through raising it. I mean, I'm a supporter. Like, I support their campaign here. I'm a funder.
A member.
For
one of the best sources of news.
Yeah.
But Elon's okay with Fox and them having free reign, and it's not even a news source; it's news entertainment. Like CNN is news entertainment.
Yeah, like The View is part of ABC News division. Like I don't know if people do that or not. Yeah,
news entertainment. They have news and the subcategory they moved it under. The FCC moved it under from news entertainment, and that's different than news.
Yeah, man.
So nobody does news anymore. As one guy from Fear Factor, when he left Fear Factor, went to CNN and changed everything.
It's like
that's crazy.
This guy's just bad news. I mean, we've known this for a while. It's just he's going crazier and crazier.
He said one good thing: cut the AIs off.
I mean, I agree with that, but that you can't get one for 1 out of 100. Like even
he's like 1 out of 100. He's like pause the AI development. Wait until I get my brain implants working, and then you can get it. So I can implant the AI into the brain implants.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I don't know. He's just turned into a fucking Bond villain.
That's crazy. Dude. So now
Twitter
won't be pushed out through. I mean, NPR won't be pushed out through Twitter. Like that's one of the best sources of news.
Yeah, one of the best,
and it's independent, right? Yeah, I love Terry Gross and all the things. Yeah,
facts. They just
pop culture happy hour, all of them. Yeah, I subscribe to them. I get to their campaign every year, every term where they when they are raising money. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So he's like, fuck them.
Damn.
They talk about.
Oh man, I was just reading more of this article. He's even saying EU passed a law banning Russia Today and several other Russian news sources. We have been told to block their IP address. But then it says, actually, I find their news quite entertaining. A lot of bullshit, but some good points too. I'm like,
that doesn't make sense.
Russia Today is exactly what you're talking about. State-run media.
State-run media, right?
It's written by. That's like Putin's like mouthpiece, bro. Like,
it is his mouthpiece. It's interesting. Well, anyway, we're not gonna talk about Elon anymore because we know, it's just the shit pond over there. It's the swamp. It's the swamp. Cops are speaking of the swamp. Cops are mad at Ron DeSantis because he forced his crappy made in the USA drones on them. In 1 year and a half, we have 5 failures of manufacturers that have been on the approved list, like DJI None. Orlando Police Sergeant David Cruz said in an interview with the Miami Herald, that's going to put us in danger. Our officers are in danger, and the public is in danger when these drones continue to fall out of the sky.
Well, I mean, it's true to that.
Let's just say not to have drones.
Yeah. It's not safe to have them or any sort of automated AI law enforcement source, whether it's your dogs, your drones, your robots, none of them. It should be in law enforcement at all.
Too late. We're way too late for that. Chicago about to weaponize drones.
Yeah, well, I feel like they're already. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the source for this article. It's like, the drones are coming out here to be weaponized.
Palmer Luckey made one. He made a gun drone. He sold it to the military. He made it and sold it to the military. It's a gun drone.
Yeah, I mean.
So, new Florida restrictions on drone manufactured by a foreign country are concerns set to take effect this week have left local police, firefighters, and even mosquito control teams scrambling to maintain normal operations and ensure basic safety. Ron DeSantis is on the road right now. I don't think he cares to be president anymore. The stuff that he's doing is going to guarantee he doesn't get elected as president. He's just going to he's like, I'm just going to run Florida with an iron fist. He's like, fuck the presidency. I'm going to do everything I can to run Florida.
I mean, he's kind of like a fiefdom, right? In Florida, because the stories
I can't beat Trump, but I can out Trump here in Florida.
But he's been that way. It's not like new. Like he's been that way for the last, about 3 years. And it's like, I wonder, I hear the stories and I say to myself, how the hell does he get away with this? But the people down there just seem to
don't say anything. Some people stand against him and it's not enough of them.
Not nearly enough. And,
he knows it.
I didn't even think some of the stuff was technically legal or a governor had the rights to do those things. But Ron DeSantis be on some shit.
He's going to drive that state into the ground, unfortunately.
Oof.
The cost of all the stuff he's doing, the costs just keep going higher and higher. Like, Jesus.
And it's no real rationale behind the things that he does. It's like somebody will piss him off, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna punish them." It's like, what?
That's what he does. Exactly what he does.
Yeah,
It's sad.
it's crazy.
Well, Donkey Kong Rap co-creator laments no credit in the Super Mario Brothers movie. That is unfair. Yeah, fascist at its finest. Rodney said it best. It's fascism at its finest.
So what's going on here now?
So Donkey Kong, a rap co-creator, laments he got no credit in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh,
So Nintendo has gotten a lot of flack in the past few years for failing to credit contributors by name, and it seems like a trend continues into the Super Mario Brothers movie. The DK rap is attributed to Donkey Kong 64 rather than the human creator in the credits for the film, which was produced by Nintendo, Universal Pictures, and Illumination. Its composer isn't happy about it.
yeah, man, that ain't cool.
Yeah, you say you just gave the composer and say in a Donkey Kong 64.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know. It's so weird. Like game development has the same issue. Like the credits are so flaky in game development. There's no standard. There's no union behind it. So people can work on a game for 5 years, leave or get laid off that 6th year when the game ships and not be in the care credits.
yeah, man, that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
You know,
Like
and
you
so they're
said,
going to interviews and said, I worked on this game for 5 years, but I wasn't credited.
right? Yeah.
And so, as an interviewer, you get to go find out who do you know that worked at that studio, and it's just game developers are known for that.
And I mean, that creates more work for the hiring manager then, or whoever it is.
It does.
So they're like, now I got to go through the interview process, and then I can find a candidate. Then I got to go on a search to validate what they're saying is on their resume is actually true. So I'm not saying they would be, because you want to hire the best people, but a lot of hiring managers might not be open to like that kind of exhaustive search. They be like, you know what, I'm gonna do something that's more convenient for me. So that's not cool.
Yes, it's really sad. So whether the DK rap is artistically accomplished or not isn't important. Artists should always be credited properly whenever their art is reused in some way, especially since the original Mario composer, Koji Kondo, is named in the credits. Yeah. And Koji Kondo has a huge name.
Well, shit, I mean, we're the compensation for artists, it's really getting tricky out there, especially like AI and things like that. I'm really worried about artists and their ability to sustain a living with the way technology and these laws are written, man. It's gonna get tough for them.
And I'm gonna put out there caveat. The DK rap is made by my boy Grant Kirkhope. It's a friend of mine.
Yeah. So
he's a friend of mine.
And AI's taking damn arts from other artists and not compensating them. Companies are taking from them art and not compensating them. Yeah, that's not cool.
Yep. Going from Mario, we're going to speed over to Sonic the Hedgehog. So they have a new Sonic the Hedgehog game came out, and I was shocked by the name of the game.
What is the name?
The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Are we killing Sonic?
He's dead. You start the game and he's dead, and you're solving
the mystery.
Yeah. In a very sudden, very confusing surprise, Sega has shadow dropped a new Sonic the Hedgehog game for PC and Mac. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, as baffling as the sounds, is a free murder mystery game on Steam. You can download and play right now.
I think it's cool.
So grabbing this.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm interested. Now, let's bring Sonic back. But yeah, a murder mystery game, Killer Sonic. I like it.
It's a point and click adventure, which everybody loves. And I'm so gonna grab this game. Yeah. I'm so gonna grab this game before they try to pull it off. They're gonna try.
I hope they don't pull it off. No, I'm cool.
Don't neither. It's amazing that we have this game.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit,
it's free, and they gave it away for free.
Nice. They killed Sonic.
Activision settles with the Justice Department for limiting esports players' salaries too. Did you know that? So esports are having a hard time right now.
Because yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before, Snoop stepped away from the board.
Mm-hmm. And now Activision has settled with the Justice Department. So this is some good news for limiting esports player salaries. The under the tax So the U.S. Department of Justice is suing Activision Blizzard because of claims that the publisher instituted an anti-competitive soft salary cap for players in Call of Duty and Overwatch esports leagues. The publisher has agreed to settle the suit. The complaint details what the two leagues called a competitive balance tax. Under the tax, if one of the franchise teams paid its players over a limit imposed by Activision Blizzard, the team would be fined and have the fee distributed to the other non-offending team. In theory, the competitive balance tax was to prevent richer, better resource teams from gobbling up the best talent with high salaries. Okay. What I call the 2023 Boston Uprising rule. But it seems that in practice, this was used to deflate wages for all the players overall.
Seems like Activision is always in the news about something.
Yep. Yep.
Worst rent company ever.
To sell with Microsoft. So Microsoft's probably going to clean house.
I'm imagining that's a part of all of this. Yeah. Because it's just like every time you look up, if it's not like sexual assault allegations, it's compensation accusations, it's just like a lot of bad shit went down there.
Yep. So what else we got going on?
Get your shit together, Activision.
Get your shit together. I'm gonna skip onto some film news. We're going to some film news.
Okay, well, what do we have?
Wednesday's Jenna Ortega. I don't know why they call it Wednesday's Jenna Ortega. She screams Jenna Ortega too. Might take on Beetlejuice 2 with Tim Burton. So we're gonna get more Jenna Ortega.
I heard this a little while ago.
Yeah.
I am for it. Now the question is, are they bringing back Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice?
I heard they were bringing him back as Beetlejuice. I don't know if I want to see Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. He's like 900 years old.
And it doesn't work an 80-year-old ghost, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work. If they had to pull an old Beetlejuice, I want it to be Jim Carrey.
Interesting. But he's a little old too.
I said they had to pull an old Beetlejuice. I wanted to be Jim Carrey.
Oh, you said if they got it. Okay.
Rodney said he's under all kinds of makeup. Rodney, we saw how he struggled in that Batman cowl. He struggled. He's 80 years old.
And Beetlejuice is animated and like,
I don't think, if they're gonna use Michael Keaton, they might as well just use a CG character. Roger Rabbit.
I would imagine though that most of the character would be CG, and maybe they just have Michael Keaton voice in it. Because Michael Keaton can't be Beetlejuice.
He can't be Beetlejuice. I wouldn't even have him voice in it. Have you heard Michael Keaton talk? He sounds like an old 80-year-old man.
I don't know, but that's the only way. Like, okay, Rodney said deep fake him.
He sounds like our president, our current president.
They kind of look the same, Beetlejuice and Joe Biden.
Sounds like a current president.
But no. So I don't know.
He did well in that Spider-Man movie.
I thought the Spider-Man movie was good.
When he played the Vulture.
Yeah.
But that was only.
But he wasn't being animated and action scenes and all. He was just like
standing still on still shot signing.
But yeah, it's gonna be weird if he's not in it.
Because how do you explain it? Because Beetlejuice shouldn't die. He's
well, you can always have a young actor, and they can always deep fake him, like you said, Rod. And they can deep fake,
and do the voice. So have Michael Keaton's voice,
or they have an AI do Michael Keaton's voice, Michael Keaton's voice. They can do what they did with Mark Hamill in as Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian.
Yeah. But I definitely think if they come out with a sequel to Beetlejuice,
a pre-recorded,
sequel to Beetlejuice should have Michael Keaton.
It should have Michael Keaton. It should have Michael Keaton in it.
But back to the original story, having Jenna Ortega there, I think is dope. That's a good
his daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter. So it'd be nice.
She die? Did Liz die? Did because what you calling still alive? What's her name?
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, Winona Ryder is still around.
Yeah, she could be the mother. She can be Lydia's mother. She can be Lydia, and she's aged, and her daughter's Jenna Ortega. Yeah. I'm just gonna say, it needs to happen. It needs to happen.
What's that?
We need a Millie Bobby Brown movie with Jenna Ortega.
You've been saying that. I know that's kind of been your thing. Maybe she could show up.
Charming young actresses ever, and we could probably throw Arya Stark in there. The girl that plays Arya Stark in there somewhere too. It'd be the Three Musketeers, and it'd be all women. No. It'd be so woke. It'd be white girl woke.
They should just do a Stranger Things and Wednesday crossover.
I would do like
Stranger Things. Do the upside down, and then the upside down. She's in the upside down or something.
Yeah. Wednesday goes to the upside down.
I didn't think they should show Paper Girls in there. Then like bring back Paper.
That's
Girls.
on Amazon. That's a whole different company.
I don't care.
Paper Girls was good. I don't know.
Have Paper Girls, have that one, and Stranger Things.
R.I.P. Paper Girls. R.I.P.
Yeah, man, it was a good show. Amazon, I think, made a mistake there.
Yeah, they did. So Resident Evil 4 remake, playable demo available.
We talked that up.
About that. It just came up. Resident Evil. So everybody knows I don't like horror games, and Resident Evil 4 was one of the few horror games I played in life. And a playable demo for the Resident Evil 4 remake is now available. Capcom and game producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi announced Thursday during the Capcom Spotlight live stream called the Chainsaw Demo. So it's called the Chainsaw Demo, Randy, if you want to get it. It's Chainsaw Demo. And you can play. You can understand why I don't like playing horror games. First of all, I don't like dying in games. And second of all, I don't like games that scare me while I'm dying.
I don't play Resident Evil, Looks like we got a troll in the chat.
we got a couple of trolls.
All right.
Well, that being said,
we're gonna ignore them.
We're gonna close the show. Actually, it's 8:03, so it's time to close already. Look at that. Time goes by so fast.
Yeah, we was having fun.
Full game's out right now too, so you can get the full game, Randy. So you can buy Resident Evil 4 and play the full game.
I'll let you and Defunct tell me how it is.
Yep, we'll tell you how it is. And I'm gonna close on this. This is really good news. John Madden has never been a playable in the Madden NFL game until now. So you can play as John Madden in the NFL game.
Oh, I didn't know John Madden played like that.
Yeah, he was a football player.
I know he's a coach
for the game, and he appeared on the sidelines.
Twice.
John Madden playable in EA's 35 years of making Madden football games.
Wow, that's
cool. Two-way lineman drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in 1958 is available for the all Madden Ultimate Team players in Madden NFL 23 beginning today.
Rest in power, John Madden, and to put you in the game, I think it's dope. I should have did it while he was alive.
Yep. Anything you want to share with the people, Randy?
I don't. Well, tomorrow's happy hour.
Tomorrow's happy hour. You're not going to be here.
I'm not going to be here.
I'm be out. It'll be me and Rakai. Let's get some other people in here. We can make it a happy hour.
I still might be tuning in, but yeah.
Okay, if you tune in, it'd be great. It'd be great. And next week, we may go on a vacation. We're not sure yet. We're sorting that out. We may have to go on vacation, but we'll let you know. We'll see you tomorrow at happy hour. Shout out to Rodney for being a great technical producer and director. Shout out to Defunct for being one of the best writers. I would say co-writer, but he's the writer of the whole entire show. And always in the chat. Shout out to Peter Griffin. Shout out to Noir. Even for the trolling. Shout out to you.
Digital Click.
I'm going to say shout out to Peter Griffin. Then shout out to Digital Click for making us look good and always keep us good. If you have any marketing or PR needs, hit up Digital Click. With that, we're going to say peace out, people. Peace.
Peace.